We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Let's see the another problem of hexagonal plate. Okay, in this question given that the regular hexagonal plate of 30 mm side is resting on one of its side on VP. Okay, so here plane is resting on VP, so we draw the hexagon on vertical plane. Okay, such that the surface is inclined at 45 degree with VP. Okay, so phi is equal to 45. Okay, here plane is resting on VP, so first I write down and at here VP phi theta. Okay, so phi is equal to 45 degree and the edges on which it is resting is inclined at 30 degree to HP, so theta is equal to 30 degree. Okay, draw the projection of the plane. Okay, so here first we draw the hexagon on vertical plane. Okay, and the hexagon is resting on side. Okay, so I draw the side at here left hand side and draw the hexagon of 30 mm side. Okay, I explained the method of drawing the hexagon in third lecture. Okay, this side is 30 mm side. Okay, so I give the name A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash and F. Okay, so in this way I complete the front view. Now drawing the top view, I just simply take the projection from this point on reference line. I take the projection for point A dash, B dash, C dash, F dash and D dash, E dash. Okay, so here I get my top view. Okay, plane is resting on vertical plane, so in horizontal plane it's in as a line. Okay, I give the name at here A, B, C, F and D, E. Okay, here if I see from the top, then B point is hidden, C point is hidden point and D point is hidden point. Okay, so in this way I complete my first stage. In second stage, given that the plane is makes an angle of 45 degree with vertical plane. Okay, so we represent this angle on horizontal plane. Okay, so for that one I draw one line at an angle of 45 degree at here. Okay, this angle phi is equal to 45 degree. Now okay, plane is resting on AB side, so I mark point A and B at here. Okay, now I measure this distance AD and take A as a center and draw one arc which intersected here. Okay, so here I get my point D and E. Okay, now for getting point C and F, I take this much distance C to D and from D I draw one arc at here. So at here I get my point C and F. Okay, so this line give me the top view for the second stage. Okay, now for drawing the front view, I take the projection from all the points. Okay, for point A, I take the projection from here and from here. So here I get my point A dash. Now for B point, I take the projection from here and from here. So here I get my point B dash. Okay, now for point C dash, I take the projection from here and projection from here. So here I get my point C dash. Now for point D, I take the projection from here and from here. So here I get my point D dash. Okay, now for point E, I take the projection from here and from here. So here I get my point E dash. For F dash point, I take the projection from here and from here. So here I get my point F dash. Now after joining this point, I get the front view of the second stage. Okay, so in this way I complete the second stage of this problem. In third stage, given that this edge on which it is resting is inclined at 30 degree to HP. Okay, angle meets with the HP, so we represent this angle on vertical plane. Okay, so first I check that the length of AB is constant or not. Okay, is the length of AB is constant or not in both stage. Okay, here length AB A dash B dash is equal to 30 m, and here length A dash B dash is equal to 30 m. Okay, so length is constant, so we not required to find the apparent angle. Okay, so I draw one line at angle of 30 degree at here. Okay, because line AB makes an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal plane, so I draw one line at angle of 30 degree, okay, on vertical plane. Now I draw this same hexagon at here. Okay, so for that first I draw this rectangle. Okay, I give the name to this rectangle 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, so first I draw this 1 2 3 4 rectangle at here, and after that I draw the hexagon. So for that I measure this distance 1 to 2 and draw one arc at here. Okay, so here I get my point 1 and here I get my point 2. Okay, now for drawing, okay, now for getting point 3 and 4, I draw one perpendicular line at here and one line at here. Okay, now I measure this distance 2 to 3 and draw one arc from the point 2 and one arc from the point 1. Okay, so here I get my 2.3 and 4. Okay, now I draw the hexagon inside this rectangle. Now first I mark the point A dash and B dash. For that I take the distance of 1 A dash. Okay, and from one point I draw one arc which intersected here. So here I get my point A. Okay, and now from point A I measure the distance of 30 m and I get my point B dash at here, A dash and B dash. Okay, so in this way I get my side A dash B dash. Okay, now for point C dash I measure the distance C dash 2. Okay, and from 2 point I draw one arc at here and one arc at here. Okay, so here I get my 2 point, one at here and one at here. Okay, C dash and F dash. C dash and F dash. Now for point D dash and E dash I measure the distance 3D dash. Okay, and from point 3 I draw one arc at here, and from point 4 I draw one arcade here, because this is a 3D dash and E4 dash are same. Okay, so here I get my 2 point D dash and E dash. Okay, so after joining this point I get my hexagon C dash B dash, C dash D dash, D dash E dash, E dash F dash and F dash A dash. Okay, so in this way I complete the front view for the third stage. Now drawing the top view, I just simply take the projection from all the points. Okay, so first I take the projection from point A dash. I get the projection from here and from here. So at here I get my point A. Okay, A dash and A point. So here I get my point A. Now for point B, I take the projection from here and from here B point. Okay, so here I get my point B at here. Now for point C, I take the projection from here and from here, from here. Okay, so here I get my point C. Okay, C dash and C point. Now for point D, I take the projection from here and from here. So I get my point D at here. Now for point E, I take the projection from here and from here. So at here I get my point E. Now for point F, I take the projection from here and from here. So at here I get my point F. So after joining this point AB, BC, CD, DE, EF, okay, I get my top view. Okay, so in this way I draw all 3 stages of this problem. Okay, so I complete this problem. Okay, so before ending I just check that the side on which plane is resting is always on reference line or not. Okay, here plane is resting on side A dash B dash. Okay, so I check that the side AB, point AB is on reference line or not. Okay, here point AB is on reference line, here point AB is on reference line, and here point AB is on reference line. Okay, so here I complete this problem and I conclude this lecture at here. In next lecture we solve the problem of pentagon plane. Thank you.